bite out of literature with me while I explore Mr. Celery by Sally Rooney. Hi, my name is Sammy. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being patient with me. Now, without any further ado, let's get into the video. What happens when a young woman whose childhood has been riddled with abandonment and emotional neglect finally is taken in by someone who could be the answer to all questions? A family friend who had been asked to take care of her while she was in college suddenly becomes her ideal partner. This is a story that explores moral ambiguity, power dynamics that are imbalanced, and a lot of intense emotion that come from abandonment issues. Obviously, there's a power dynamic at play here, considering the fact that Nathan is a provider and caretaker of someone who has been abandoned her entire life. He's been the only consistent figure in her life that has stayed and basically kept their promise. And so I think what makes it easy for her to want him is because he's the only secure person in her life, as the most responsible adult that has ever had to take care of her. And I think that is such an interesting part of the story to kind of dabble into, because it's very real. Like, I think a lot of the time we brush over things and say it's just daddy issues or it's just abandonment issues, but I think there's more to it, and I think Sally does a great job at speaking on this. Therefore, this creates a very big imbalance in the power dynamic that they have. And so with this being said, I do think that one of the reasons why she longs for him, because he provides her with the security that so many adults couldn't provide her, and he's like been so consistent and there for her, and he's like a savior in some way for her. It's like the solution to a lot of emotional stuff for her, and I think that is very interesting to see it play out in a story like this. And because it's such a short story too, but Sally was really able to touch on it. I also do think another theme to explore is wanting to belong to someone. I think she finally feels like she belongs to someone, or somebody cares enough to prioritize her. Even if she might not be Nathan's main priority, she is somewhat of a priority because he really cares for her financially and also emotionally. And I think that is something that is great, right? Considering the fact that so many people have just not really cared enough for her emotionally or even just financially. Not many people have been taking care of her. So Nathan assumes this position of someone who can basically solve her needs, basically, and I think that's what calls for the desperation for her to lean into the idea of them being together. I think from her perspective, it's like having to fend for yourself a lot is very tiring, and for someone to come and just be like take the weight off of you like that, the way that Nathan has, it's very refreshing for her. I think there's a lot of dysfunction in a relationship where there are a lot of imbalances in terms of power. I think considering the age gap is so big as well, like I feel like they're not in the same place mentally and emotionally. I think it is easier to make that choice because it is what is comfortable, but I don't think it is the best choice that she could make for herself.